going to do a reading on Melania Trump. Haven't looked at her in a while, and I'm using the Zillich Tarot. It's a beautiful deck. It is actually a Toff-based deck. So it's a Toff deck, and it's beautiful. Lena Rodriguez, of course, has a Toff deck that she uses. I find it quite scary sometimes, that deck. So I saw this beautiful deck and have decided that it would be a great deck to buy. And this is the first time I've used it, and because it is so different, I'll probably look at the book a little bit for this one. So, okay, where was I? Cameos making an appearance. Come on, Bubba. Now. Melania Trump. I thought I would have a check-in on what's happening with her. So I'll do an overview, one of my 7 card things. Sorry, just went down the wrong way. As I said, I haven't used this deck before, so I might refer to the book for a couple of things, because top readings are a wee bit different. So I have read through the book, but you know. So anyway, what's on the bottom? Adjustment 11. Adjustment. When this card appears, it's a reading that indicates the need for adjustment or equalization regarding matters. The right balance between opposites must be found. The image stands for ruthless justice. Just your ways. No ifs or buts. Only her law is relevant. The sharpness of her sword judges right and wrong. Wow. Tough lady. So anyway, some things she's feeling that there are some wrongs that need to be righted, I think. So let's have a look at her in the centre of her. 9 of Swords, cruelty. Wow. So let's have a look. Thank you for your patience while I use this. I've had this deck for several months. Her desperation and pain have driven her to the edge. The droplets of blood on the white gown. The white sacrificial shroud. Her desperation and pain have driven her to the edge of the abyss. She clutches the rose wreath adorning her neck. It symbolises the last vestige of hope she has to hold on to. Wow, she... Basically, this says that Melania is a woman on the edge. She wants out in every way, shape and form. And she feels that adjustment card, she feels that, you know, she's due some changes. She's due some justice. What are her current influences? 2 of Wands, dominion. Yep. Her current influences, she has plans. She has plans, and she has things she wants to do, and she has places she wants to go to, and she has things she wants to have total dominion over. decisions that she wants to have total dominion over. And she's willing to, by the looks of that, she's willing to start a riot to do so. Let's have a look. This card is about dynamic energy depicted by the horses. Times this energy is destructive. Yeah, she's willing to burn things to the ground in order to rebuild it. Yeah, she's willing to burn things to the ground in order to start again. She wants to be steadfast and independent. It's about a desire for freedom and a refusal to yield to the will of others. She has a very, very stubborn set to her chin. Yeah, she don't budge unless she wants to budge. Anyway, so that's her current influence. She is at that stage, she's desperate. And she's at that stage where she's willing to just burn it all to the ground in order to start again. And she's got some plans on how to go about that. That's what's influencing her at the moment. What's above her? Two of discs, change. Two of discs. Well, of course, two of discs, two of coins, manipulation, an area. Spotted serpents balance 4 coloured circles representing the 4 elements. Oh yes, you can see the four coloured circles, and they've got the serpents running through them. The leaping fawn, which is the half human, half goat, I think, stands for transformation through movement. It passes through strength and weakness, profit and loss, polarization and unity. It continuously changes his energy and is always searching for something new. So she is above her. She is drawing on all her energy, looking for ways to find a new balance and to get what she wants. Again, this is all that's above her at the moment. What's in her immediate future? 6 of discs, success. Wow. She wants to walk away. So, her immediate future, she might be able to. Propelled by the rays of the red morning sun, a victorious chieftain rides a magnificent golden carp on the way to a heavenly island of the blessed. This image indicates enjoyment, advantages, circumstances, abundance and success in all of life's circumstances. She could get her way in the very near future, because this is the immediate future in the next few weeks, like within a month possibly. She could just get her way. What's at the foundation of all this? The Knight of Cups. Wow, wouldn't you know it? The Knight of Cups. The man who presented himself as something he was not. Trump, of course. Let's have a look here. The prince rushes across the sea. His cap is a scorpion's tail indicating passion. In front of him stands a serpent, a symbol of renewal and transformation. The eagle above his shoulder represents clear vision. This is a card about a self-reflecting man who is dynamic and at times aggressive. He still has to learn about love, thus the lotus is showing sinking in the sea. Oh, who does that sound like? Not that he self-reflects, but he has to learn about love. He's aggressive. And he presented himself to her as something he is not. Of course, he's at the base of all this desperation. How have her past actions affected what's happening at the moment? It's a form of justice. She put herself there. She played into it, you know. It's a form of justice. Reap what you sow. So this is like number 20, which is normally the judgment card in the other decks, but in this deck it's justice. It's called justice. by 11, which is normally justice, is called adjustment in this deck. So the esoteric symbol of the image, a tooth, one of which someone has gnawed through a long and difficult time. Okay. Anyway, this card signifies the last decision at the end of a life phase, the decisive resolution. It determines the path of the future life. Old doors close, new doors open. So, her actions have led to her being at a place to close old doors and open new ones. Resolution for a new life. So she's been doing something actively to work up to this change. What is the next step for Melania Trump? The Queen of Wands. The compassionate, passionate, steadfast, warming, comforting woman. Mother figure, protective, freedom-loving Amazon queen, conjures the flames. Freedom! The leopardess at her feet symbolizes courage, dynamism, and ferocity. The queen's attraction easily wins favor from others, but her passion can also be reckless and intolerant. Times she is stubborn and haughty, but basically she's gonna, the minute she can, she's out the door. She's gonna enjoy her new freedom and basically not really work on any of the things that made her a less than favorable person in the first place, a less than favorable person. So she's not really going to change who she is and how she goes about things, but she's just going to enjoy the freedom she's going to have. Well, there you go. Melania Trump. Yeah, interesting. These are very interesting cards. And they're beautiful. I love the imagery in these. They're not scary like the ones Lena used. But, yeah. But they're wonderful, beautifully done cards and everything. So Melania really does want to change. Who shall we look at now? How about, while we're here, we also look at, who would we look at? Ivanka. Or, hang on a minute. Is Joe Biden's wife still alive? Let's have a look. Joe Biden wife. Jill Biden. Yes, Jill Biden. That's her. So we've looked at the current First Lady. Let's have a look at the possible future First Lady. And the former Second Lady. Lovely looking woman. So let's have a look at her. And I'm going to use the same deck. This is not a harsh deck, this one. So let's have a look and see how Jill Biden bears with the Toff deck. we'll do an overview with her. So this is the Melania versus Jill. Let's have a look. Jill Biden. Six of Cups, pleasure. I did a reading on this. Well, no, I didn't read this one, but I saw it. Pleasure. Love play is underway in the depths of the kelp forest. Woohoo! It is Eve the Serpent. This card indicates heart energy and the fulfillment of desire. One enjoys the welcome fruits of life's pleasures. There is joy to be found in harmonious relationships. So, she enjoys harmonious relationships. She looks like the type of person that would do that. That just looking at the picture that I've just brought up of her, and you know, and she finds joy in that. So she really enjoys building good relationships with people. How is she at the moment? What's at the centre of this? Four of Wands, completion. Wow, that's very interesting. This is the card. Four of Wands, completion. The goddess of femininity has found her burning love in the horned pan. The attraction is both physical as well as mental or platonic. The cool, watery blue glove is warmed by the fiery red glove. The card symbolises harmony, joy, grace, favourable circumstances if honesty prevails. If honesty doesn't prevail, it's vanity and laziness. So I think if we take a look at the card that was on the bottom of her, pleasure, harmonious relationships, enjoyment of her harmonious relationships, and this is, you know, this I think just emphasises the type of person she is. She loves harmony. She is graceful. And, you know, she tries to be honest in all things. Okay? She might tell the little white lie now and then just to be kind, but nothing that's going to cause any harm. And harmony is important to her. And she's found it with Joe as well. What are her current influences? The Knight of Cups. This, of course, this isn't the Knight. The Knight isn't the Knight in these decks. It's actually the King in these decks. So, you know, again, this is the Knight of Cups. He's come up again. This is Joe in this instance, and this is the better side, of course, represents receptivity to new things and being open to creative impulses. And of course, yeah, so Knight of Cups, wind elements. I must have read the wrong thing on, but you know, Knight of Cups also comes up for so yeah, this is Joe for her, whereas the Knight of Cups for Melania was, you know, the false knight and all her things. But I think I may have read the wrong thing there, but I still stand by what it meant too, because yeah, with Melania. But it's still, for her, it's the false knight, whereas Jill, she feels she's got the real deal, and he is the biggest influence in her life. Not just the current, but the biggest. What's over her? The Emperor. That's on top of her mind at the moment. Trump. Standing by her husband, helping him beat Trump. That's pretty simple. What's in her immediate future? The Star. Hope. Sirius was the place of origin of high gods whose garments resembled fish. The esoteric emblem of this image is the fish hook. The star is Sirius. Oh yes, the star is Sirius. The image is about pleasing success of well thought out deeds, as that which is sowed is harvested. So, this card stands for hope and faith in one's own works. Furthermore, it is an indicator of unexpected heavenly help and guidance, initiation from others. She is going to receive guidance about what's going to come up, because being the wife of the running mate is very different from being the wife of the presidential candidate. I think that her relationship with Michelle Obama is going to become even closer. What's at the base of this reading for her? The Devil. Oh my goodness. Yeah. This is the most colourful devil I've ever seen. Nothing is forbidden or restricted, yet if you wander too far into the darkness in the name of freedom, you may have difficulty finding her way back. Okay, this is a cautionary card for her. Don't go into the area of the end justifies the means. And she sees that in others, the abuse of power. For her, at the base of all this is about getting the Emperor out, the abuse of power out of the White House, the Emperor out of the White House, who has just put his dark, horrible shadow over everything. How's her past actions impact what's happening to her now? Temperance. All of her actions, because she enjoys harmony, because she loves harmony, and it's such an important part of her life, she works hard to maintain the balance of what is around her, and maintain a good emotional balance for people who are around her. Yeah, she's a loving woman, and she works hard to keep things happy and joyful and bring light to not just her husband's life, but to those who surround her. Okay, what is the next step for Jill Biden? The Knight of Swords, King of Swords. This is charging in, creating chaos. So I think knights are knights here and princes are kings. It's a bit confusing, so I'm not going to try and... So, a cool atmosphere. A knight gallops through the wind on his wild horse. His hoofbeats send a flock of shallows scattering. This highly intelligent warrior acts with skill, astuteness, and courage. At times, the knight's brash energy becomes wild and confrontational. I think this is about her She's going to start speaking soon, I think. She's highly intelligent warrior. She doesn't act without thinking things through. She's not brash, but she is willing to jump in and defend. And I think she is, maybe her next step is going to start speaking out about what has been happening in the last few days, and how her voice can help bring some balance and harmony back. And she's thinking about that and a way to do that. Like I said, I'm still learning this deck, which is why I've used the cards, and I hope you'll be patient with me. But we have a very, very different personality here from Melania. This woman is not a woman on the edge. She's not desperate to escape. Her Knight of Cups is the real thing. It's not at the base of or everything that's the foundation of everything that's going wrong about her. Her Knight of Cups is an influence on her in a good way. Above her, hanging above them, is Trump, defeating Trump. And he's also below them as well. This is at the foundation of everything she's doing at the moment. Getting rid of this person and this abuse of power in government. Yeah, I think, I don't know much else about her, but she seems to be a pretty darn wonderful person. And yeah, I just thought it would be interesting to compare Melania, and I didn't even know I was going to do that until after I said Melania, and I was thinking about doing Ivanka, and I said no, I want to compare her to Joe Biden's wife. So I think this has been really interesting. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you at the next reading. Love you all, Footprinters. Bye-bye.